Alrighty, so welcome back to the Heavensward post-main story questing. Let me do just a little bit of a story recap so far. So a lot happened last time in terms of the main story, like a lot. So it's been mostly focused on retrieving the lost scions. So the scions of the Seventh Dawn are friends from a realm reborn, this organization charged with the defense of Eorzea, with the land. And at the end of A Realm Reborn, there was a big event that happened in Ul'dah, where basically they stayed behind to cover our retreat, but their fates are uncertain. We don't know what happened to them after that. There was no bodies, so we know they're not dead, but they were currently missing, and we only found Alphino, and then during the course of the main storyline we retrieved Y'shtola. So in the post-main story, we're looking about finding the other scions that are missing, which was Thancred, Ida, Papalimo, and Minfilia, our leader. And so to do this, to aid us in looking into more ways of which we can track the scions, one of the students of Beldessian, one of the only survivors of the destruction of the Isle of Val, which was where the students of Beldessian scholars lived, was Kryle. Kryle came to meet with us in Eorzea and to come help us locate the missing scions. So Kryle, who's a lovely voiced Tataru, sorry, not Tataru, Lalafell. Tataru also Lalafell, but Lalafell lass. She joined up with us. She apparently knew Alphino before, so they have sort of like a mentor-student-y relationship. Kryle was studying as well and was like a senior, basically student at the in Charlayan, where Alphino studied when he was young, at the Studium. Apparently him and his sister Alize, they were young prodigies. They were the youngest ever to be admitted to the Studium at the age of 11. And apparently he was a cheeky little brat, and she has a lot of stories from that time of him, so that Alphino would rather people didn't know. So she knew him when she knew Alphino when he was younger. And so she's basically joined the squad. She's also gifted with the Echo, and she thinks it is the blessing of light that saved her from the destruction of the Isle of Val. However, she says that not everybody is gifted in the Echo in the same way. Some of them have more unique gifts, which is something really that they haven't showcased thus far. It's just assumed like the Echo, you get some like baseline stuff, like you can understand any language spoken to you. You sometimes get hit with visions of the past, and that's kind of it in terms of the powers of the Echo. I don't know if... Oh yeah, and you're immune to primal tempering. So I think that's the baseline shit, but then apparently sometimes people get, I don't know, extra gifts. Krala can apparently she has more affinity to the voice of the soul, so she can understand people's intentions and read their language a bit better. So that's Kryle. Kryle's thing. Minfilia, she apparently heard Heidelin's voice the clearest. And I don't know what our particular thing is. I guess, I don't know. Maybe we just get hit with more visions of the past. I guess we're very visions-like. But every time we've gotten hit by a vision of the past, Minfilia has usually also shared it with us. But maybe, I don't know, we get it more often. Maybe we go... There was one time where we went really far in the visions of our past. So maybe, I don't know, that's our special gift or something. I don't know. But anyway, so Kryle, with the help of Master Matoya and her Crystal Eye artifact, which is apparently an ancient crystal of light, which had which was super powerful because apparently as Hyland's power has been waning, her gifts of crystals of light have been weaker than compared to in the past. So this ancient crystal of light is super powerful. But anyway, Kryl used it to track where Thancred could have gone from Y'shtola's spell flow. And apparently we track him down to the Dravanian hinterlands. And he's just recently gotten out of the live stream. And he's just sort of been wandering around. And he heard that the bug people, the Nath, have resummoned Ravana, and so he figured that eventually, a primal being summoned. He heard that we had defeated Ravana in the past while he was in that zone. He had talked to the Vath Nath, which is basically like the good guy bug people that are apart from the One Mind. He decided to wait around there and assumed that eventually we would be able to locate him. That eventually we would meet up this way. And so we did do that. We went out there. But while we were out there, it turned out that another group of people, of adventurers, were fighting Ravana and then proceeded to slay Ravana. So there's another primal hunting band out there. And we went to go confront them to be like, hey, who the fuck be you guys? They attacked us. And they declared themselves the Warriors of Darkness. And we've seen in some cutscenes that they've been working with the Ascians. So there's that force going around. They're very mysterious. We don't know a lot about them. Y'shtola and people were just like, if there's been a band of people slaying Ascians, why haven't we heard about them before? So there's a lot of a mystery to who these Warriors of Darkness are, what their purpose is. We don't know besides that they summoned primals. By all rights, if they're, defeating primals. By all rights, if they're defeating primals, shouldn't we be allies? So we don't know why that is the case. And if the Ascians want the primals to be summoned in the first place, why are these people who are associated with them defeating the Ascians? We don't know. There's a lot of mystery. So that happened. Meanwhile, though, we head back to Ishgard, and Ishgard is in a bit of a pickle. So after all of the truth has been revealed to the Ishgardians, initially they were just Alphino asked why didn't you hold anything back of the truth, Aymeric, and Aymeric was just like, well, first of all, Kelwyn flew in on Dragonback. We flew in on Midgard Somer, and it was kind of hard to you couldn't hide anything from people then. Second of all, after 1,000 years of lies, tell them the full truth. But the people have been taking it hard. The truth of the Dragon War, that it was the Elizin that first that wronged the dragons first and started the war, and that those people slew Ratatoskr, one of the first breed of dragons, and ate her eyes. And dragon eyes are super high magical. It contains all their powers and stuff like that, so they gained a little bit of that power unto themselves, and now most of their descendants also have that power, and if they drink dragon's blood, they'll actually physically turn into dragonkin, which is interesting and stuff like that. We also learned that both the lowborn and the highborn are descendants of the Knights 12. So the highborn, the high class took it as oh, we're descendants of the Knights 12, and therefore we stand above the rest of you. But turns out there's some lowborn as well that were descendants of the Knights 12. After Haldrath defeated Nidhogg, Haldrath being the first Azure Dragoon and son of King Thordan being the one who slew Ratatoskr. Some of the knights remained behind to form the 4 high houses, and then some of them, though, went on to go live simpler lives. So he tells them all the truth about that, all the truth about the War of the Dragons, everything that he knows, but a lot of people are taking it hard, and especially the people of the clergy, the church, who have been preaching that their war is righteous, and that dragons are evil. A lot of them are taking it hard, and a lot of people like are looking down on the clergy now as being like spreaders of lies and whatever. And so what happened was some of the clergymen set up some people to starting fires around the city. They took some people hostage. We had to go in after them and start slaying them. They had one hostage girl. When we approached them, we're just like, there's nowhere left to run. The dude tossed the girl off the building. Now, thank God, Vidofnir, who he had invited to the city as for diplomacy. We went with Lucia to go talk to Vidofnir to be like, okay, we want to talk with you. Would you come to Ishgard and show people that, you know, like we can be friends, and it'll be like a diplomatic mission. So she arrived there just in time to catch the girl. Thank goodness. She said, though, that she also came with a warning that Nidhogg, the reincarnation of Nidhogg, the incarnation of his wrath that took over Estinian, had gathered some of his brood and, like, I don't know, flew off, I guess. So he's lurking on the horizon still. After that, even more shit happened. We went to go try to find out where Minfilia was, because now that we found Thancred, we're also looking for where Minfilia is. We learn along the way that Thancred, one of the detriments of being caught in the live stream when Y'shtola used the Forbidden Flow spell and being stuck in the live stream for so long is he can no longer use magic in any form. He's been cut off from magic. Not that he was a super magic guy in general, but he can't use like aetherites or anything like that, I don't think. No magic whatsoever. And also one of his eyes, I think he's gone blind in one eye. So Y'shtola went blind in both eyes, but Thancred went blind in one. So Thancred's fucking roughed up. But we eventually, through the help of Kryl and other things, we eventually find out that what happened to Minfilia was that, assumedly, Hydaelyn told her to hang back, and she got caught up in the flow spell that Y'shtola cast with Thancred. Or that Y'shtola casted on herself and Thancred. And in that moment that she was in the live stream, she was plucked by Hydaelyn into the ethereal sea where Hydaelyn dwells. So we use this like there's some tower or something like that that's all like high magical, was used to study the ethereal sea. It was on the shores of the ethereal sea that was the Charlayans made, and that Matoya has been guarding. We go through there. This is a dungeon. We go through there to get on the shores of the ethereal sea to meet with and try to find Minfilia. Now, after the dungeon, when we get there, we do meet with Minfilia. However, she has like joined and become one with Hydaelyn. She called herself the Word of the Mother, and she's basically like, she said they are of one will, one voice, one word. So she's basically one with Hydaelyn now. And Minfilia reveals to us, she says that she's going to share this truth with us. She says that when that Zodiarch, being the dark god that the Ascians worship and they want to resurrect, she says that that herself, Light and Zodiarch, Hydaelyn being light, Zodiarch being dark, once existed together. But eventually Zodiarch grew too covetous for power or something like that, and Hydaelyn cast him out. But in their clash, the world became shattered, and it shattered into the source, and then 13 world shards, 13 reflections of the source, so 13 other worlds that were all once this one world. So there's the source, which was the start of it, and then 13 world shards. And the Ascians, to resurrect their god Zodiarch, has been trying to reform the world by doing something known as the rejoining. But by doing the rejoining, they not only completely destroy the world of the world shard, but they also cause a great calamity to happen on the source. So our world is the source, and all of the Umbral Ages and all of the great calamities that initiated the Umbral Ages throughout history. All of these were caused by the Ascians as an event of the rejoining, and each of these marked the rejoining of a shard of the world. So apparently there's been 7 of these, and 7 shards have been rejoined, and Hydaelyn's been trying to stop each one because of the massive destruction of life. So this is what Minfilia tells us. Minfilia says that the crystal's power is all but spent, and she says she uses the last of us to return us to off of the shore of the ethereal sea, back to the rest of them. But she says that is the last of Hydaelyn's power, and she says to us, she says, "My beloved children." She says, "I ask you now, seek." So normally Hydaelyn says to us, she says, "Hear, feel, think." But now apparently her last wish to us, she says, "Seek." We don't know what that means, but that's currently how things are. And so we know Minfilia she's not coming back. She's shattered at the end, so I don't know, like, with the last strength of Hydaelyn, we don't know, like, how much form she can't hold her own form even anymore. So yeah, that's where we currently stand in terms of the story. Now, we have, though, been beckoned back to Ishgard. So it says, although Alphino intends to inform Totaro and Urianger of Minfilia's fate, he asks that you share with no one else what you have learned, especially Flahamin. He then states that you have more than earned a rest. Oh, also, we found Flahamin and Coltonet and Horivolder as well. So the B-Team Scions and Flahamin, we found them. Apparently they were hiding out and laying low and they couldn't be in contact with us, but they heard that everything was set right, and they came back to the Rising Stones and stuff like that. So all of the Scions, the remaining loyalist Scions, the B-Team Scions and everybody else that was loyal to them have returned to the Rising Stones. But anyway, he then states that you've more than earned a rest, only to suddenly recall that he but recently received a missive from Ser Aymeric. It would seem that the Lord Commander is planning a ceremony of some sort and would like you to attend. However, he neglected to provide details, and so a visit to the congregation appears to be in order. So that's where we currently stand, and that's where we're gonna go. So onwards. Ah, Mistress Light, the Lord Commander left instructions that you were to be shown inside. Yo, Aymeric, here we are. I was summoned.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation.
Eventually. Shit has been going down. But yeah, eventually we did receive your invitation. I'm sure shit also be going down here in Ishgard. But whoosh, the shit on our end, dude. I can't speak much of it, but holy crap. We just learned that our dear friend Minfilia, she's kind of lost to us.
Good. You of all people should be present.
Okay, yeah, though. I just heard there was going to be some celebration, though. Present for what, though, dude? Yeah, say what? That wasn't in the missive.
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst.
Yeah, the true brothers of the faith being like the evil clergymen. That's what they call themselves.
Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope.
Yeah, the people weren't sus of that, were they? Because there's the girl's own testimony that she was thrown off the building by the clergy guy. I was afraid that was too good timing, so people might be sus of it. But yeah, Vidofnir had perfect fucking timing, dude.
Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples.
Fuck yeah. He's like, well, you know, like, while the iron is hot and the people are just like, holy shit, dragons could be awesome. Let's get the peace talks going. Okay. Fuck yeah.
You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend.
Dude, I would be glad to. I would be glad to. I wish Ysael could be with us for this.
But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance.
Yeah, dude, if Nidhogg's still out there looming, so I'll be ready to get... It seems a conference for peace, he would be more than happy to crash, so we may want to wait until the Nidhogg thing has been dealt with, but I mean, this might be a good opportunity to lure him, and then I'll kick his ass. I'll do it. I'll protect y'all.
Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire. But if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
Fuck yeah. That's what a Sinian would have wanted. Lasting change. Oh, well, dude, have you been sleeping? Did you almost pass out there? Aymeric, dude, take a rest, dude.
'Tis nothing. 'Tis nothing.
What do you mean, 'tis nothing?
Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen.
Oh, fuck, dude. Are you still high wounded? Yeah, he almost got assassinated. Yeah, when, like shortly before the stuff started burning. Yeah, Aymeric almost got assassinated. Aymeric, dude. Aymeric. Rest. Jesus Christ, man. You do too much. Aymeric.
It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots.
I don't know who could sympathize with the actions of the true brothers. Like, I guess they could sympathize with the belief that we're lying-ass bastards and we committed regicide. I can probably see that, but what the true brothers is, they held innocent people hostage and then proceeded to toss a girl off the spires. So I don't know how anybody could be like, yeah, I'm okay with that. Fucking assholes, that's what they would be.
The people are ready, my friend. This conference
Are they ready?
Must go ahead.
Okay, Aymeric. Aymeric's just like, it doesn't matter that I am wounded. I have healing magics. I can help. Dude.
I knew you would
Aymeric's
understand.
So good. I knew you'd understand. I would, dude, but rest, dude.
The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest.
In Falcon's Nest. Okay, okay.
Lucia is there, seeing to the final preparations, even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. It would not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all.
Fuck, I'm the guest of honor? I guess thank you, dude. Alright, I'm gonna go.
Oh, and one more thing.
One more thing. One more thing. Yeah? Yeah, Aymeric?
A drink! We should make time for one. Once
Fuck
the conference
yeah.
is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, dude, we'll have a rest. Why am I... What does this look? What is this? What is this? What is he... What was that? What was that moment I took? Oh yeah, man, I guess I have so much to do, but... And, you know, like, I just learned Minfilia's dead. More or less. But, like... Why did it take so long to answer there? Just like, I don't know. Like, a drink would be a good opportunity for Aymeric to rest as well. Why did I take so long to answer? Why did I hesitate? Interesting. Interesting. I'll have to look back at that. Why did I hesitate? He's like, one more thing. I don't know why he brought that up then. Maybe I'm thinking back to that the last time I had a drink with another world leader, which was Nanamo Ulnamo. And how that did not go well. Maybe that was what that moment was. I don't know. But anyway, we gotta go to Falcon's Nest. Alright. So, oh hey, it's the people. Toirel. Oh, also, yeah, I forgot to say in the recap, but also, like it said that, Count Edmond was facing a lot of criticism, so he had planned to step down, and he was going to let Toirel take over the role as the leader, the head of House Falcon. So that also happened last time. Also, we learned that Toirel got a voice actor, so the voice that I was giving him was inaccurate. So, well met, Mistress Light. Have you spoken with the first commander yet? No, I have not. Anerwa, hello. Thank the Fury you're here, Mistress Light. I am not sure what my lord intends, and that troubles me far more than when I do. Oh, also, when that was announced and we were just like, hey, we'll support you, at Tourelle, Emmalin got this, like, look of sadness on his face, and he sort of walked away, and I don't know why. I don't know if he's, like what he's feeling right now. Why did he look sad there? Oh, fancy running into you here, old girl. Gave me a bit of a shock. We'll talk later, yes? But anyway, there was also this side quest. So this is the side quest we got from that lady back in Ishgard, where she was just like, oh no, my dear brother, I believe it was. My dear brother has gone missing, and it's just like, where could he have gone? And we knew he went outside of Ishgard, and I'm so worried about him. And he did know Redwald out there though, so maybe he'll know where he is. So we're gonna talk to Redwald about that. Yo, you seen this guy? Oh, her brother. Okay, it was her brother. Yes, he's here in Corthus. I last saw him at the Convictory. He was in an utterly foul mood. The lad is of noble blood, but with two older brothers, he is hardly first in line for inheritance. He came out here to secure his own future by earning fame and glory slaying dragons. Oh, so he went with the Convictory. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it is out by the Convictory. Okay. So there's that one. Highborn Merchant. Who be this? Peace between dragon and man. I would have scoffed at it not long ago, but now after seeing that dragon pluck that girl from the sky, well, if this is to be the moment, then my wife and I would witness it firsthand. Good man, dude. Alright. A lowborn youth. Oh hoy. There's lots of little NPCs around here. By the Fury, would you look at the size of it? Got an idea of what it'll look like when they finished? Or what will it look like? The fort? Alright, where is Lucia here? Lucia? Oh, she's out front. Oh, she's right here. Okay. Is that... You're looking up there. Is that what they're putting in place? What is this? Sigil? A banner? Something of the likes? Okay. Hey, Lucia, what's up? I'm here. The Lord Commander said you would come, Kelwyn. Here I am. What am I saying about it? So I guess, how's it going? As you can see, preparations from the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. Is that what that is? It conceals a relief that will be unveiled during the conference. The masons labor day and night to see it finished on schedule. Oh, is it going to be like a little mural, a symbol of peace? It's very symbolic, I guess. Means little, but very symbolic. Ser Aymeric wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference is concluded. I think he will be pleased with the result. Don't be defaced, don't be defaced. 'Twas not my war, but I made it mine. And to see it draw closer to a resolution fills me with a strange hope. I hope that's the same sentiment for everybody. His faith is infectious, is it not? His certainty that we can be better than we are. Forgive me, I am rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go, rest. I will not keep you. Okay. I guess I don't get the opportunity to rest very often. But yeah, I worry for Aymeric though. I think he's pushing himself too hard. Being this beacon of hope for Ishgard. Okay, well then I rested, I guess. Hey again, Lucia. Lucia's concerned that you seem to be looking for something to do. Rest? Nah, I don't do that. If you would rather not take a rest, then why not walk around Falcon's Nest? Make your presence known to the people and so forth. In addition to those who have come from far and wide to attend this ceremony, you may meet Lords Artoirel and Emelan, who have graciously volunteered their services. They should be glad to see you. Now if you'd excuse me, I must needs return to my duties. Alright. Oh, okay, so these NPCs we are going to talk to, at least some of them, it appears. There's Roth. We spoke to him. He's the one that sent us to kill the little frost wisps throughout this area. It was like the first side quest we encountered, I think. I think it was him in this zone. Do you know when everything's set to begin? I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. When I heard that Ser Aymeric was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often will you get heroes like that in this day and age? And he's more than a fighter, too. He's a thinker, he is. He's got plans to better our lives, to change things, and he'll do it by the fury. Me and my friends and family, we all believe he can do it. I'm so glad you support Ser Aymeric. There are many who do not. My thoughts on the matter is Ishgard has been waiting for a new king. That's my thoughts on the matter, but some people would say that as him slaying his father and taking power, so... But he's the king we deserve. In Ishgard. Hi dude, what's up? Bloody exciting, isn't it? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all them heretics besides. Oh yeah, the heretics as well. Yeah, I mean, after you sailgate for life, I'm not sure, there's nobody to lead them right now, but I hope they'll be amenable to peace. Don't misunderstand. We've all got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragon fire. That being said, the heretics did far more to hinder our efforts here in the past. So hearing that we're close to a reconciliation comes as a great relief. I guess you're right. It's also not just the dragons, but also the heretics. Maybe we can find peace together. So light the rising sun. Oh, Redwalled, Redwalled. What are your thoughts on the matter? I'm glad to see the rumors were true. Well met, Mistress Light. And fear not, I have no intention of begging your aid with this or that. Yeah, he was in the initial questing. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recall, Vidofnir may pass directly over their encampment. I will fly out there right now. I'll do it. I'll go tell them I'll keep their asses in check. I'll do it. Let me go. The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dravanian ambassador to a peace conference. Yeah, dude, okay, I'm going. I'm flying. I'll launch myself there. Oh my god, dude. Nobody told the convictory, dude? Oh, dude. Look at it. It's like sparkles and shit. Sparkly, like snow, I guess. Dude, that looks lovely. Okay, at the toilet. How much has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault. If you had told me then that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here we are, preparing to make the fantasy a reality. Ha! And here I am, laboring to make it so. Yeah. Oh, here, Lucia. Lord Atwarel, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? Fuck. Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down. I'll go kick their asses personally. The majority were willing to do so, but a small party have instead pledged to engage any Dravanian bound for Falcon's Nest. Fucking fools and idiots, that's what they are. Fury take me. They would defy Ser Aymeric's commands if they dare attack Vidofnir. It will not come to that, but to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a Lord of House Forton present. We've been out there before. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere we do, I must ask, would you look after Emmeline while I'm away? Oh, I'm not going with you guys? Okay. As you know, I'll kick their asses. I'll shake them up right quick. As you know, he has ever been impulsive, changeable child. But recently, he seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. Yeah, I did notice that. I'm worried about him. I'm worried I don't know what's bothering him, and I'm worried it might lead to him doing something rash. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist us with guard duty, a simple but honorable charge, unlikely to expose him to danger given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has no interest, and I fear he may abandon his post in my absence. All I ask is that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be. It's okay. Thank you, my friend. I promise we will not be long. Don't say looking after your brother is exhausting. I mean, he's a growing adult, dude. I mean, you know, like, he's always like low-key putting down his brother a little bit, so family's supposed to support one another. Anything else to say on Nahua? Was that Lord Artorval leaving with the First Commander just now? Yeah, they had to go leave to make sure that the convictors don't fucking try to attack the Dragon Peace Brigade on their way in. Ahoy, we get potions. Okay. Emmeline is less than his usual effervescent self. What's wrong, Emmeline? Tell me. I'm rather busy at the moment, old girl. God, in this tavern, as it were. Oh, I see now. Artorel thought I might be derelict in my duties, eh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. But since you are here, mayhaps I can put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the walls must be kept safe for travelers, yet I've been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for our esteemed guest to be devoured by wolves, oh no. Yet that is precisely what will happen if we do not cull the roaming packs. Your map, if I may. Right there are the points our scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave it to you, old girl. Come on, Awa. I must return to my rounds. Oh dear. Do be careful, my lady. Keep an eye on him, on Awa. I'm worried about him. Okay, I guess we're patrolling. Once more, a favor. Is the title of this quest. Destination, stand and watch. Holy shit. That's a bunch of fucking wolves, dude. Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe I didn't have to oppose this guy. I think we'll be okie dokie. These guys are weaklings. I'm super over level for all this nonsense. I'm just used to shit. I aggroed the ice sprite. I guess I've just been used to playing on my summoner who's not super over leveled for the shit that I'm taking on, and like when I've been doing fates on my summoner, I've been getting fucking rock and rolled a little bit. Or at least for some of them. For like the average fates, we're just like, yeah, slay a bunch of little guys, it's been fine. But the fates are just like, yeah, slay this one big guy. Sometimes the one big guys hit fucking hard. So I've taken to the kiting strategy, and that's the only way I can really survive. Especially because I don't have any healing on summoner. Like I have one heal spell, but it doesn't scale really well as you go up the levels, so it's been doing like fucking jack shit. And my chocobo can only heal me so much, so I've been kiting. You now buy the tome gear for Heavensward Nileshire now? Yeah. I've been to that vendor. Yeah, that's all level. It's all level 60 gear though, so I won't be able to wear it on my summoner until my summoner hits level 60. But I guess I might pick something up for White Mage eventually. Just at the time that I visited, I didn't have a lot of tomestones, but I'll definitely check it out later. Alrighty, Yamalan, I slayed some wolves. I don't know anything to say. Terrible imposition though it was, I'm relieved that my lord did not think to tend the wolves by himself. Well, I guess normally he would have volunteered to do that himself. He would have rushed off, right? Maybe he learned his lesson in that regard? Kelwyn Light, Wolf's Bane. It pleases me to inform you that I have completed my rounds and that all is well in Falcon's Nest. Oh, and there was a grizzled fellow looking for you. You know, the one who made the arsonists confess? Clever, that. Oh, Thancred? Thancred, was it? He was asking after you. Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapon he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one. If you hurry, he might still be there. Oh, so he's just like, oh, well, while you're waiting for Kelwyn, you want to go slay some wolves? He barely knows Thancred. Are we being distracted right now? To get more, you need to run roulettes? Yeah. I've been doing that a little bit on my summoner. But not a whole bunch. I haven't had much time to log on a little bit, but I have done a wee bit of it. Yo, dude. Oh, so we're some heretics, eh? Also, hey, Runic. Little snowman mount. Hopeful heretic. Stay your weapons. We come in peace. Lady Iceheart told us tales of Vidofnir. If she would trust in Ser Aymeric, then we too would hear what he has to say, but the wolves caught us unawares, and were it not for this man, we would have surely died. Oh, thank goodness, dude. Turns out Thancred was really needed out here. We need more people guarding these wastelands, dude. Thancred! Thank you. Fancy meeting you here, Kelwyn. 'Twas fortunate I came when I did. These two would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let's return to Valken's Nest then, and see what other thrilling tasks he may have for us. I mean, it's a worthwhile task. You saved these two people's lives. Alright. Nice armor, nice armor. Alright then, back to Falcon's Nest, I guess. Alright, yo, Thancred. Why are you here, by the way? It's always the younger ones, every time, without fail. Without fail in regards to what? How wonderful you found Master Thancred. As ever, I could not help but fear the worst. It's alright, Thancred could take care of himself. And there they are, a pair of gallant heroes, if ever I saw them. Comrade in arms, reunited at last. By your selfless sacrifice have you guaranteed the safety of our many guests. On behalf of Ishgard, I thank you both. And with that, there's not left to do but enjoy our well-earned respite. Selfless sacrifice indeed. Interesting. Saying this under his breath is in brackets. I'm sorry, my lady. Truly I am. In regards to what, being sent everywhere? It's okay. We're protecting people. As Thancred proved, he saved some heretics out there, dude, that wanted to come to peace conference. Emmeline seems rather pleased with himself. Oh, and this should of course go without saying, but let's keep those last few favors between us, yes? Atwarel wouldn't understand. Right then, the first floor of those barracks has been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? Okay. For once, a suggestion which I agree. Go ahead, Kelwyn. I'll join you anon. Oh, there he goes, I guess. Okay, cutscene? Is this a cutscene? Oh, hey. What's gonna happen? Oh, nope, just the automatic doors opening. Why is that dude lying on the ground? Hello.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
Okay, how are you holding up for like the supplies and stuff like that? I guess you've prepared a lot of stuff for the feast? This feast apparently? I don't know if you were like prepared for all these guests. Oh, holy shit. Hello.
Cold out, isn't it? Here.
Thank you. Thank you for the raid.
Let's get some colour back in them cheeks.
Heyo, how's it been? What server are you on? Zalera. But yeah, let me keep going with the questing here. Once again, Heavensward spoilers. Anyway. Hold on there. Ain't it here a mug on the house? Let's get some color back in them cheeks. Oh, thank you, lass.
Freed food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all.
Hope they're doing well on food supplies. I guess this, I don't know if this outpost sees this number of people, but they probably planned for it.
Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate.
Fuck yeah.
To think there could be peace in our time. After all them years of fighting.
1,000 years of fighting.
When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here. To do my bit.
Okay. I'm glad there's people so hopeful. That did sound a little bit ominous there at the end. I had to be here to do my bit. So I'm gonna take that at face value and think that, yeah, I'm glad you're hopeful for the future, and not as maybe a
My
sinister
husband,
undertone.
He died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
Yeah, wouldn't you want to make sure that nobody else died like your husband did? Oh fuck, I've been poisoned! Oh my god.
You were right, mother. You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest?
Fucking shit, dude. Oh my god. Fuck. Never accept drinks from strangers, kids.
After all you've done, I say you've earned it.
Earned it after all I've done. Yeah, to help facilitate peace. Oh no, the peace talks are being sabotaged. I can't believe I've been poisoned, dude. Is nobody gonna say anything? Are these guys all in on it? Oh, I'm dead.
Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
Fuck you. Asuna. Which is the cleanse ability in this game. Oh, they won't let me do it though. Fucking pieces of shit.
This was never your fight.
Yeah, it fucking wasn't my fight, wasn't. But I took to helping people. Just because I wasn't born here doesn't mean that I can't help people. I came in here and all I've been doing is helping people, and that helped lead towards a peace, you son of a bitch. Oh, I'm getting the echo while I'm passed out. Looks like this girl mourning her husband, I guess. Who approached you? Who was it? Oh, somebody else mourning as well?
My son. They told me he walks in Hallone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
Yeah, that sounds what the priest would say. I mean, there was one time where they were just like, this one, he turned out to be fake later, but this one Inquisitor was basically just like, yep, you're suspected of heresy, toss yourself off the cliff, and if you're a heretic, you'll rise up as a dragon, but if not, you'll be dead, but you'll walk in Hallone's halls. And it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's witch burning.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future.
I don't think that's actually what is happening here. To forget would be 1,000 times worse. what you're saying is the opposite, to bury the past. I mean, like, it's not necessarily to forget, it's just to let bygone, to look for a brighter future. I mean, wouldn't you want that for others? For the children you may have, so that people won't die like this? You're not forgetting the past by forgetting those who died fighting the dragons. You're making sure that others don't die like them. Selfish fucking pricks these fuckers are.
But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
I can't let my grudge go against the dragons. He died fighting dragons, and fuck the dragons. Like, yeah, but there's a lot of dragons who died fighting people. I guess they don't see the dragons as people, though. They just see the dragons as being evil. But once again, wouldn't you want no one else to die like this? This...
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them.
Courage. Also, this is the exact situation that, you know, like, the Pope and, like, other people were telling us about. Like, what would you tell the people whose husbands or family have died fighting the dragons? Would you tell them the truth? To which I always say, better the truth than lies. You know, they said forgetting it is 1,000 times worse. Well, even a harsh truth is 1,000 times better than being told a good lie. So you guys are the only one mad enough to oppose peace.
They think only of the prize, of the peace Ser Aymeric promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I!
We've been at war for 1,000 years, how could there ever be a peace? I don't know, bitches, you'll never know if you don't try. This is your first opportunity to try. And you're just gonna be like, no, peace not possible. Okay, whatever,
I see the one that
dumbasses.
killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin.
And yet, this is the reason why the war started, did it not? The cycle of vengeance has to be ended. Nidhogg swore that he would make everyone suffer for the death of Ratatoskr. And he was consumed by his hatred. And he's been making everyone suffer for thousands of years. And this is the exact same sentiment.
All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do. Makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks?
No, the dragons didn't try for peace for 1,000 years, but neither did you.
It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Ser Aymeric and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Falcon's nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
You think it won't be forgotten over time? You think the thousands and thousands, well, maybe not, you think the hundreds and hundreds, I don't know how what the population of Russia. You think the hundreds and hundreds of people who have died of dragons in the past, that each single one of them is fucking remembered? They'll all be forgotten in fucking time, you fucking nitwit. Yeah, it won't be. Well, not the dragons won't forgive you, and we won't forgive them.
I will not let that happen.
Like, we're not saying you have to forgive them. We're just saying you stop killing each other.
They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
I do see the true face of the enemy. I'm looking at her. The true face of the enemy is hatred.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping.
Thancred, I've been drugged. Thancred, where am I? Thank God, dude. Dude, they just leave me on this floor, dude? This exact floor? Thancred, I've been drugged. I'm alive, though. What's happened, Thancred?
Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Fuck yeah, I'm always game for defeating crisis. I don't know what the after effects of whatever they gave to me was, but thanks, Thancred, for coming to get me. What's the crisis? Tell me the latest. Okay, we're just running out there. Alright.